Riyad Mahrez, our Riyad Mahrez childhood story, plus biography facts, bring to you a full account of notable events from his childhood time till date. The analysis involves his life story before fame, relationship facts, family life, and many of which little known facts about him. Yes, everyone knows about his abilities, but few consider Riyad Mahrez's biography, which is quite interesting. Now, without further ado, let's begin. Riyad Karim Mahrez was born on the 21st day of February 1991 in Sarcelles, France. His species by zodiac, Riyad was born to his Algerian-Moroccan mother Halima Mahrez and father Ahmed Mahrez. Growing up, Riyad Mahrez would regularly spend his holidays in Algeria. He grew up around violence in Sarcelles, France. Sarcelles is renowned for its violence, drug dealing, immigrant community, and chronic unemployment. The police shooting of two youths in October 2005 sparked looting in Sarcelles and other poverty-stricken suburbs of Paris. Once listed for weeks, Riyad's parents made sure their sons would remain inside their home under lock and keys for fear of being victim of violence. Night after night, masked youths stole cars and then tortured them. More still, they ran pitched battles with heavily French armed Riyadh police. Sarcelles is also a migrant neighborhood which has produced top Muslim migrant footballers. An example is Zinedine Zidane. The talented Zidane motivated Riyadh to give football a start. However, it was his father Ahmed who further sparked his son's love of the game. To ensure things ran smoothly, he established a constant presence in his son's footballing development. Ahmed even accompanied him to every single game. When Mahrez was 15, his father died of a heart attack. This hit him hard. He reflected that I started to be more serious after the death of my dad. This was when things started to go for me. He vowed to make it as a pro to honor his old man. Mahrez described his dad's death as the kickstart to his career. Instead of retreating into grief, he used the tragedy to be more serious about football. Challenges come even while he pushed himself. Riyad Mahrez wasn't the most physically developed player in his younger days. His youth coaches once told him he had never make it in football, owing to his stick-thin looks. They deemed him as too skinny to play professional football. The Algerian once revealed they said I was too skinny, that everyone would push me off the ball, though I had a good technique, but physically I wasn't too strong and I wasn't fast, but I always worked hard. As Riyad puts it again, one manager once advised him in his words, when you are skinny or small, you as you are, you don't go into deals. He said, you have to play without context. You have to be clever because now you are not strong enough. Despite being very frail, Riyad never gave up. Instead, he learned to take responsibilities for his failures on the pitch. He developed something which was bigger than technique, that's guts, balls, and character. 4 years after the death of his father, 19 years old, Mahrez signed a contract with Quimper Football Club, a team in the 7th tier of French football. At the Quimper squad, Mahrez played with Mathias Pogba, brother of French footballing phenomenon Paul Pogba. The ancient town of Quimper in Brittany, France, is not the most likely starting place for a superstar football. As he progressed at Quimper, both PSG and Olympique Marseille want to sign him, but the teenager rejected them. No, thank you. Instead of signing for PSG, he moved to Saint-Étienne Le Havre to develop his game. Mahrez chose to sign with a club in which he could play with the first team squad rather than join a developmental program. His decision paid off as he rose through the ranks of the squad. By 2014, clubs throughout Europe had Mahrez on their radar. One fateful day, Riyad's elder brother and manager Walid informed him of Leicester City interest to sign him, which is more likely to be favored. Upon first hearing the name Leicester, Mahrez thought his brother was talking about a rugby team. At the time, Leicester was still in the Championship League and outside the true English football. Only a few knew of the club's existence. He obeyed his big brother and picked his bags. In January 2014, Mahrez signed for English side Leicester City. In his words, "When I came to Leicester, I saw that their facilities were very good. I do not regret signing for them. It's the best club I have ever been at." He helped them win the championship, which gave them a promotion to the Premier League at the end of his first season in Leicester. His unconventional path to stardom came when he won the 2015-2016 Barclay Premier League title for the club. At Leicester, he became the first Algerian and African player to win the Best Player award for English football. The rest, as they say, is now history.